Well, thank you very much, Chair, and Dr. Lucas, thank you for your service to this country. We all appreciate it, and we wish you well in your retirement as well. Fabulous. Chair, through you, if I could, Minister, who is the minister in charge and responsible, I'll use that term perhaps better, for the Public Health Agency of Canada?
That would be me.
That would be you. Excellent. When was the first red flag raised about the two scientists at the National Microbiology Lab in Winnipeg?
Well, the first time that it would have come to my attention would have been as a parliamentarian, going back to the debates we had in the House. At the time, I would have been whip. Of course, government House leader
just
is...
the date, Minister. I don't need a story.
I wouldn't recall the exact date. It would have been around that period of time when it was... 2018, 2019, that kind of time. I was a parliamentarian. I was a whip at the time.
So what you're telling this committee is that before that time there were no red flags raised about two scientists at the National Microbiology Lab who turned out to probably and most likely be foreign agents.
Well, no, I was saying at the time, that's when it came to my attention, I was the whip. If you'll indulge me, I can turn to Heather Jeffrey, who can tell from a PHAC perspective.
Just a date, please, Ms. Jeffrey.
The first concerns were raised in September, October 2018.
September, October 2018. And was it the discovery of the DSO of a patent registered in China that raised that red flag, or what was the cause of that, Minister?
Well, again, I'll turn it to...
You really have no clue.
Well, no. First of all...
Okay, thank you very much. Ms. Jeffrey, what's the answer to that? Was it the discovery of the patent?
Yes, Mr. Chair, that was the first evidence.
Very good. When we look at that, it's interesting, though, isn't it, that China requested samples to the Wuhan Institute of Virology, and then the day after that, is it not true that Dr. Chu then traveled to China?
Look, I think that at the time,
I didn't ask you about what time it was. I asked you, is it true that the
Well,
Wuhan
it depends on whether or not you want an answer.
Excuse me, Minister, please.
I appreciate that you have a line of questioning that you want to, but if
Chair,
I'm not able to answer...
is this the type of answer that we're going to get from the Minister as we did before with this continuous interrupting
I'm not
from
able
him,
to answer the question.
knowing that full well it's my time to ask questions and not his? Is that what we're going to have here today, Chair?
Go ahead with your question, Dr.
Thank you very much.
Please let him finish his question, Minister.
So, is it the day after that the Wuhan Institute of Virology asked for samples that then this agency run by yourself, you clearly admit that, then allowed a scientist to go to that actual Institute of Virology? Is that true or not?
Well, I disagree with your characterization, and if given the opportunity, and clearly I'm not, I would be able to provide context and be able to answer your question. But
well, it's a very simple question.
But I disagree with the way you're characterizing the information, and I don't think it's a fair either reflection of the circumstance.
Okay, how about this then, Minister? Think about this. Red flags were raised. The Wuhan Institute of Virology asked for samples of perhaps two of the most dangerous pathogens in the world, Ebola and Henipavirus. And then a scientist from a lab under your direction then went to China. Is that true or not?
What is true is that...
Are the facts there or not?
What is true is that at that moment in time, we were collaborating with China on, yes, viruses like Ebola. It was part of an international effort to try to ensure human safety. And two Canadians,
Minister,
the two Canadians that you're referring to...
for a scientist who has red flag raised in their activities to then travel to a place who has requested dangerous pathogens from our lab.
I don't think it's okay that the two Canadian citizens...
Well, you're justifying it. Is it okay or not?
I'm saying that the two Canadians that you're referring to, who are eminent scientists, who are well published in North America...
Through you, Chair. Minister, they're eminent scientists. Where are they now?
Mr. Chair, I don't understand how this works. Am I afforded the opportunity to speak, or is this...
No, this is absolutely ridiculous. Where are those two scientists now, Minister? Where are they?
So...
Where are they?
Okay, look, I have no idea where the two scientists are.
You have no idea? Do you not read the newspaper?
I don't track them. I don't suspect that you know. That's the job of the RCMP. I'm not law enforcement. But I think if you would afford me the opportunity to speak...
Are they living under assumed names at the current time?
Look, there's a mirror over there if you want to talk to it. If you're interested in talking to me, afford me the opportunity to speak.
I don't need your smart mouth answers. What I need is you to answer the questions that I'm asking you, not your smart aleck answers. Are we going to see the bombast that we had from you last time?
Mr. Chair,
and your petulant behavior? Is that what we're going to see?
I've been not able to get a sentence out without interruption.
Well, you refuse to answer the questions, Minister. That's your problem.
That's your interpretation, and you're welcome to
that's
it.
the truth.
But not allowing me to speak,
So, Minister,
I don't understand.
where are those two scientists now? Where are they? Do you know or not? Simple.
Rightfully, it matters as to where they are in an investigation.
No,
It is
do
a
you
matter
know
for
or
law
not?
enforcement,
What's
not
the
for a
answer to the
minister of
question?
health. A minister of health is not responsible for law
Do
enforcement.
you know or do you not?
Why would I know where they are?
So the answer then is no, you have no clue.
Why would I have any clue where they are?
Right, you have no clue. That's very clear. Do you know that they're living under assumed names in China?
Look,
Yes or no? These are simple questions. Do you know or do you not?
I'm not involved with law enforcement.
I didn't ask you if you're involved with law enforcement.
I don't know what you're getting at. I don't have any
I never
involvement
asked you
with
if you knew what I
law
was getting at.
enforcement.
What I asked you is, do you know that these two scientists are living under assumed names in China? Do you know or not?
I have heard media reports that might be the case, but I am not involved in law
So you
enforcement,
really
and it
have
is
no
not up
idea.
to me
Very
to
well.
assert the veracity
then-
or
That's your time,
whether
Dr.
or not
Ellis.
those statement is true.
If it's my
I think
time,
it's
then
a
his
fundamental
time as well,
misunderstanding
so we
of
could
the
turn his
role of a
microphone
minister
off.
of the
That
Crown.
would be excellent.
Yeah. Thank you.